how's recall going? I saw what's his name? Meet Kevin wasn't. Stephen Colbert talked about him yesterday. He's catching momentum.
Pat,
by
I'll
the
tell
way.
you what. The mainstream media doesn't give anybody any love whatsoever. You would think Larry Elder. What a great story if you think about him. Born and raised in Compton, a self-made man, African American, millionaire, just smart, achieved so much in his life, built a business. He gets nothing. So you're going to have to do it all on your own. But I think he's going to get recalled. I'm going about 52% to 48 right now that it's going to happen. Do
you have the ballots?
Yeah, I brought it with me. Here's the sample ballot right here. Meet Kevin is on here. Kevin, he's really picking up some momentum. CNBC did a big story on him over the weekend.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Great story. I sent it to him. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Let me see. So where do I go for the ballot?
It's just like right when you get in there.
Really?
It's two options, yes or no.
So listen, I'm mainly looking for the Zenner last name is what I'm looking for.
That's the right inbox.
Shonda Zenner is what I'm looking for.
Well, she's satisfied being dictator of my house.
I like that. Okay, so what do I look at here? So
could they have made this more complicated?
So which is the candidates for okay, right here?
Yeah. So
okay,
yes or no, and then it's all the candidates.
So what you're looking at is the main names are at the top, right? So candidates to succeed Governor Newsom as governor, if he is recalled, vote for one. Michael Loebs, party reference none, university lecturer is who he is. Denise Lucy, teacher. Diego Martinez. Then you got a bunch of different names. Well, he's not on that list.
Right.
What's this list?
It's continued. That's everybody.
How many people you got
And you
on
go
this?
to second page.
So Larry Elder, then it's Meet Kevin, and then John Cox is below Elder because a person's not going to go. So how do they do it when it just shows Democrat or Republican? Because that's how a lot of people would vote.
I think so, too. Most of them are Republican. There's only a few Democrats. Meet Kevin is maybe one of two Democrats.
Harley's one of them who's running as a Democrat. Jacqueline McGowan is running as a Democrat. John Drake, Jeff Hewitt running as a Libertarian, Riverside County Supervisor. By the way, I interviewed yesterday a doctor, what's his last name, Kai? Dr. Bear? Is it Bear?
Yeah, Asatar Bear.
Asatar Bear, who's a full-blown communist professor at Riverside Community College.
It's so weird for a professor to be a communist. You never see that.
I asked him, by the way, David, did we get along or did we get along?
Great. You guys got along.
What was the connection like?
Long-time friend.
At the end, he says, look, I want to take you out to dinner. And when we go out to dinner, I want to pay for it. I'm like, you don't want to pay for it. You're a communist. You want me to pay for it? But I asked him a question. It was a very interesting question. You'd be blown away by his answer. He thinks Mao and he thinks Stalin are two of the greatest leaders of all time. Okay? So I asked him a question. I said, let me ask you this. I said, say a 22-year-old kid is watching this interview and me and you are talking. I'm a capitalist. You're a communist. He says, yes. I said, this 22-year-old kid has to choose. He's very ambitious, very driven, extremely motivated. He has a choice. What's better to society and the world? Yeah. He chooses to be the next Jeff Bezos, where in the next 20 years, he creates 1.3 million jobs for America. Or he chooses to be a revolutionary leader like Stalin. Who's better for society? He said it's not even close. It's Stalin.
Oh, my God. What? 50 million people dead? I mean, that's collateral damage, I guess.
What did he say when I said that? He says, but that's part of the sacrifice. That's part of
that's part of the sacrifice.
Yeah, and all 50 million didn't make that choice.
I'm telling you, this was one of the most interesting interviews. I can't wait for this thing to come out. Audience has to see it. It was, but the part that you respect about it was purely shameless. Like he wasn't a commie that's like, but no, it's noble and this.
You know what's so funny? I could see the two of you guys going out to dinner. He's like, no, Pat, I've got this. And then going table to table, going like, I need $10 from you. I need $10 from you.
The sad thing is, though, you can realize what it is. It's folly. The guy's crazy. But think about the influence he has on 30 people a day when he's throwing that message out there to his students. Yeah. It's unbelievable. Vulnerable kids at the age of 18, 19.
That's the point. An 18-year-old would fall for it.
Yeah, totally.
An 18-year-old would fall for it.
Everybody's a commie until they start paying taxes.
Yeah, that's right. And anyways, it was very interesting. By the way, Caitlyn Jenner's also on the list, but they have him all the way at the bottom.
Right.
All the way at the bottom. So what do you think is going to end up happening here, by the way? Do you kind of have an idea? You kind of, because it's probably on the news every day in California.
Yes and no. It's such propaganda. I mean, the LA Times is fully behind Gavin Newsom. They're making you feel like you're stupid if you don't even think anything else. So Reed Hastings kicked in $3 million, right?
To him. We know, but that was like 3 months ago.
Yeah, but right now you're seeing that money in action because it's all used on radio ads, radio and television ads.
Interesting.
Yeah, so at the tag of every one of these commercials paid for by Reed Hastings, by his donation. So it's a constant, I mean, you listen to the Dodgers game, you listen to anything, pop radio, boom, you're getting those commercials all the time. And it's basically shaming you into even think that you would vote yes on the recall. It's saying it's all driven by right-wing nut jobs.
Which is not, by the way.
It's not at all. Anti-vaxxers, things like that. They're throwing the mask mandate into it as well. But there is no question Newsom's nervous. None at all. He's snapping at press conferences.
Did you see that? Did you see the one that he snapped?
Yes, he's snapping at
bitching about all this. I'm like, whoa.
And that's what happens when you have a media that just throws you softballs every single day, when they actually challenge you just a little bit.
Are we able to put that video up, Kai, or no? Where he's saying, stop bitching about, people are bitching about what's going on in California. You know, he's got that one voice.
Just let me be corrupt. My God. How hard is this?
How much money have I given you?
Just let me be corrupt.
You want more handouts? You know, if the thing that makes me a little bit
give me
nervous
your
is the
money and
mail-in
shut up,
ballots.
Tom.
You know, how those are going to be counted, hopefully effectively.
Are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying when you mail that much stuff, you're relying on the U.S. Postal Service and then some minimum wage workers to count it.
Did you see the video that's going viral right now where people are going around pulling the recall ballots out? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Out of mailboxes, right?
Oh,
pretty crazy.
Kai, I'm going to send it to you here in airdrop. Tell me which one to send it to.
I tried explaining this a couple podcasts ago, like to Adam, exactly like how ballot harvesting works in big cities and what they do. Like literally, you put the ballot boxes in these giant Section 8, 8-story, 10-story developments, and you go door to door. And you say, hey, look, sign this, sign this, sign this, sign this. Maybe you give them a small incentive, $5, whatever. Or you look at who they voted for, and you're like, I'll take it. It's older people. They're like, I'll take it for you, no problem. You clip it open, and you're like, oh, that guy goes. No, absolutely not. Dump this. So they ballot harvest. It would take a team of 2 people. All right, remember we talked about there's two different moving factors in politics. You have the greedy, and you have the crazy. The crazy, not the greedy, are the ones on the ground donating their time, spending all day going door to door. So those people aren't playing it straight. Those people aren't here to be civil servants for you. They're here to make sure their side wins. So they're taking these ballots, they're looking at which ballots benefit them, and they're ditching the other ones, man.
You know, the crazy thing is every name on this ballot, you ask them a year ago, this wasn't on their radar screen. The last thing they probably thought they'd be doing is being the governor of the 5th biggest economy in the world. I mean, if we vote no or yes on removing him, someone on this list is going to be the governor. And you wonder how prepared they are, how they can handle that super majority in California. The Democrats still have control of power, so it's going to be a tough job whoever gets it. But anything would be better than what we have.
How is it not on our phones? We can verify literally everything. How is it not on our phones?
How is what not on our phone?
Voting.
Oh, how is voting not on our phone?
How is it not digitized? How is it not? You take, like, you literally can just FaceTime in. You see that it's me, and I just verbally say who it is. Boom.
That's offensive, though.
How dare you? How dare you assume people have cell phones?
If you're watching this, just out of curiosity, if you're watching this, thumbs up, you want to see this guy be recalled, Governor Newsom. Thumbs down, just smash it right there when you see it on your phone. It's not hard. You don't need to type it. Just press thumbs up. I want to see Newsom be recalled. Thumbs down. No, I kind of want to see him there because I don't think anybody can do a better job than him. I'm curious. Kai, can you play that video? I just want to show the first 10 seconds. Watch this. What the hell?
He is going crazy. He's sideways.
Wait. Go back. You missed it. Go back a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
Nice if our homegrown teams start focusing on what's right. Everybody outside this state is bitching about this state.
You should see what he continues saying, by the way. We can pause it. He really loses in this one press conference, by the way. It's not a pretty sight for him. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.